So, what made you think of applying for the Co-op for Help?
Well, I had to raise some money for my cancer treatments in Germany. I've been fighting ovarian cancer for 4.5 years now, and nobody can help me in this country, so I needed to raise some money and raise it pretty quickly. I'd seen some collection buckets in the King's Kersal shop, raising money for another lady who, after researching, I found out that she also had been to the same place for treatment. And I thought, well, you know, if one person can do it, I think I'll approach the Co-op and see if they can help me. They can only say no, so it's worth a shot. So I did a bit more research on the lady that had raised the money and discovered she lived in Paynton and discovered she worked for the Co-op. So I thought, we'll go and approach the Paynton Co-op. And I went there, and the lady, or the manager that I spoke to, said, no, I'm sorry, we can't help you because we have designated charities, and you know, wish you all the best with it. I've had cancer myself, I wish you all the best, but I can't help you. But I'm not one to take no for an answer. So I then went back to my local Co-op where I'd seen the collection box, and I spoke to the manager there, Tom, and he said to me, yeah, perhaps we can help you. I said, well, have you got the area manager's email? And I'll email her. So he gave me the area manager, which was Karen Green at the time. And I wrote to her and explained my situation. I needed to raise money for my cancer treatment, and she wrote back and said, yes, we can help you. So I was over the moon with that. That was just, you know, the first step, because I had no idea how I was going to raise this money. I'd set myself a target of £40,000, which was just the biggest mountain I've ever had to climb. I had no idea how I was going to raise £40,000, and to begin with I thought it was totally impossible. Totally impossible, this is just ridiculous, but I'll give it a go. I'll try. So when she wrote back and said yes, she could help, I was just delighted. So I started with my son making collection boxes, and we were churning out these collection boxes, and they started to be distributed to, I think we had about 17 stores to begin with. And one of those stores that it went to was yours in Shiphay, and I'm totally indebted to Jeff forever for all his motivational work. Without him, none of this would have happened, because he then took me on board and started rallying the troops basically, and he helped me to get all the collection boxes out there. I think we made over 100 collection boxes in the beginning, and got them into all the different stores. I went to visit some of the managers in the different stores and explained my situation, and explained how important it was to raise this money. And some of them have been absolutely fabulous. It's incredible what the Co-op have done. So from just one email to the Co-op, it's changed my life. Like I said, I wouldn't be treated in this country. They said there was nothing more they could do for me. I've got 2 children, and I wanted to live for my children. My son, he was only 7 when I was first diagnosed, he's now 11. Particularly for him, I wanted to be around, and I wanted to live, and I wanted to get rid of this cancer no matter what anybody told me in this country. I was determined I was going to find a way out. So Co-op have been one of the major parts of making that possible. When I started, I didn't think I could even raise enough money for the first treatment, which is about £4,500–5,000. And that was my first goal. I've got to get enough for my first treatment so I can start, so I can go out there. And in April 2015 I actually achieved that, and I started my treatments. And I flew every 5 weeks to Germany. And yeah, Co-op have helped me do that. So yeah, I'm chuffed to bits.
And what has it meant to you?
Like I say, it was an impossible mountain to climb at the beginning. I didn't think, no way could I raise £40,000. How am I going to do this? People have said to me, well, why don't you sell your house? You could sell your house and, you know, that would pay for your treatment. Well, I could have sold my house, but that didn't make much sense to me, because by the time I was hopefully cured and out of all this, I would have nowhere to live. So no, I wasn't going to sell my house. And like I say, I've got 2 children, so I wanted to keep my house for them. But it's meant that I can have my life back. I didn't have a life. As soon as somebody diagnoses you with cancer, that's it. you see your life going. That's it. There's no more. There's nothing. No future. No hope. No anything. So to be told that there was a chance that I could be treated, and to have people around me, like the people at the Co-op and their customers who have donated so generously, it's given me my life back. And I'm now at the end of my 8 treatments that I had in Germany. I've still got a little bit more to raise to finish paying for it, but I've completed it, and my cancer is now minimal, which is just a miracle to me. The miracle of raising the money in the first place, and also the miracle of I've got my cancer under control now. I'm best part of the way cured. So Co-op have actually given me my life back. It's as simple as that. It's just people not necessarily going out of their way. Particularly, they put their loose change in the collection boxes, or they buy a few cakes from our cake store, or all the different things that the Co-op have done are not too major in most people's lives, but for my life, it's made a big difference. It's life changing. Totally, I'm eternally grateful to the Co-op and all the people and all the customers that have taken part in my fundraising. I just can't thank enough. There isn't any words. Nothing I can say that will make you understand how much it's changed.
Thanks, Sandra.